Probably not wanting to get a real job, to be honest.
I started off playing in bands, first gig, 14.
It was around 2006. I started to get into the likes of music and stuff like that kind of thing.
We didn't really call it creative industries back then, we didn't call it anything.
Sort of got dropped into live engineering by accident. Said yes to a job and didn't really know what I was getting myself in for.
I enjoy making music and bringing it to people.
I mean, working for yourself is good. It's got its drawbacks as well. I mean, everything is like peaks and troughs, really, you know. So even if you work for yourself, then you have to find your own work. You also have to manage yourself, and you have to manage your own money, finances, things like that.
I love this kind of idea of being fluid and being letting the creativity drive what it is you do.
I think that it's the whole idea of being able to create something that people will appreciate. It's the different departments that are involved in the creative industries as well. A lot of people tend to forget nowadays that it's not exactly focused on music specifically. There's definitely other areas you've got to consider. I mean, the likes of film and TV, video games, art, even graphic design.
Doing work with an act called Be Charlotte just now, like a pop act, and going to lots of different places this year. So we're going to Norway, Iceland, and Cannes in France, and Germany.
I've been doing this kind of run and gun stuff, so I've been doing kind of single crew filming and doing the audio at the same time, as well as the kind of, and that I quite like this idea of working in by myself in a kind of small contained unit where I can have control over every aspect.
There are so many opportunities for young people now. You know, they've got so much access to different things. All these different courses that are put on, all the software that's available at hand, and more so the fact that people can truly express themselves.
If you feel that you've made it, then I think you're either one, deluding yourself, or two, you have no comprehension about what the concept is, about what making it is. Because I don't think anybody's made it. Because if you get to a point where you feel you've made it, then I think you should just give up then, if that's the case.
Organising stages can be tricky, you know, 'cause you have to satisfy a lot of people, and I don't know, there's a lot of pressure on there, you know, but I don't know, that's a tough question for me. Like, what's the hardest gig I've ever done? No idea, honestly, sorry.
That's definitely fine.
Oh, a lot of them have been tough, for sure, yeah.
I think people see end product, they see films, they see records, they go and see gigs. They don't necessarily see the work that goes into that. And I think a lot of people probably go in with this mistaken belief that magic just happens out of thin air.
Well, it is almost like the opposite of doing, if you like, a normal job if you're in an office or you're working for a bigger company or something like that. I think also because you've got maybe creative control over things.
My bachelor's degree is in sound production, and I'm currently making music, and I'm working in an electronics store as an audio specialist kind of thing just now, which is really, really fun. I do quite enjoy it, and it gives you a good one-to-one basis and interest with people, because at the end of the day, you're talking to people who are interested in the same stuff as you. They want to know about the most, you know, latest mixing desks, what's the best software, what's been going on, and all that sort of stuff as well, which is a good idea. It's very, very good to be that cooperative and coherent with one another, because you want to support and help one another out in the industry as much as possible.
I think you can do it many different ways. I think if you specialise in one thing, like all the people I teach here, I see them all doing different things.
Yeah, if you want an easy life, if you want to go and do something without any kind of real pain and difficulty, you know, go find an alternative career, because the creative industries is difficult.
It's quite open, the creative industries, because if you've got all the different departments, not just in a musical sense, but if you're an artist, you're very talented at drawing and a graphic designer, that can lead to a hell of a lot of different things.
You know, don't just look at, there's a course, it's May, I need something to do in June as a last gasp, because potentially you're not going to last very long. You need to go in with your eyes open, because the problem being is that courses like sound production, for example, they don't necessarily sell the hard work that has to be put in with sound production. And if you've kind of sat on any of these courses, any of these units, like digital audio theory, for example, acoustics, yeah, perhaps you've got this idea that students are not really doing their research, you know, and don't really understand what sound engineering is per se. It's difficult, you know, it's very, very difficult. But go in with your eyes open and be prepared to learn as many different skills as you possibly can.
With any sort of university course or college course, anything like that, I think when folk are young and maybe not sure what they want to do with their life, do you know what I mean? Then going to college is great, do you know what I mean? Because it might spark an interest in something. If it's not for you, then no big deal, you know. But I think after college as well, probably the best advice I could give is to brass neck it. So you got to have the brass neck, or just you got to try and talk to people and ask around, ask for jobs.